And welcome back, everybody. In 3 days, say that again, quote, unquote, in 3 days, a show about friendship and fellowship will be coming to New York City in 3 days, for 3 days. Joining us with all the details and a preview, we have producer Gregory Hudson. Now, Gregory, you're a 5-time marathon runner. Are you going to run this year?
Oh, yes. Not only am I going to run this year, but I'll be leaving right after the show to go run the London Marathon.
What? Wow.
Yeah, I'll be running the London Marathon, the Berlin Marathon, and the Chicago Marathon, along with the New York Marathon.
Give New York City a wave when you go by the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you have something special coming up in 3 days.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name? And it's going to be with us for 3 days.
Yeah. Okay, but first, let me just thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, you're always welcome. You know.
Really, really, really appreciate that.
You know.
And
you work over there at the school, Miss Diaz. What's the name of the school again?
I'm at Renaissance Middle School 192.
Big up to Renaissance Middle School 190, yeah.
And Principal Harriet Diaz and the crew and the students there.
I love you guys over there.
Yep, and you've been there several times with us, helping us out. My reason here today is I'm producing a stage play out at Black Spectrum Theater.
Now, I didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to find out.
Yeah.
How did you come up with this?
Well, I started producing out of necessity when I was an undergrad back at Brooklyn College.
Yeah.
They had the main stage there, and you have a full theater program. You can't fit all the theater students on that in one season.
Right.
So I created an alternative theater in one of the facilities there for those students who were not able to be included in the main stage productions.
Wow.
So I started producing there. And then I had an opportunity to do an internship at the Public Theater under Joseph Papp. So I really learned the ins and outs of producing theater there. I got to, be around Denzel, Antonio Fargas, all the big time.
Antonio Fargas, remember that big, he was in that movie with the goldfish in his shoes.
I'm going to get you second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're doing this big thing now. How did you come up with the name for this in 3 days?
Well, the play.
I mean, you didn't come up with the name in 3 days. You
Right.
probably.
Well, there's this playwright in Atlanta. He's also an attorney by the name of Ted Johnson. I was in Atlanta at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival, and I was doing a lecture on the process of writing. And he attended that, and he got in touch with me after that. Hey, I have a play, I want to produce it. So I started following him, and I realized, I said, hey, this guy is really investing in his work. So if anybody needs a little lift, maybe this guy. Wouldn't it be great if we can bring his play all the way from Atlanta to New York? So he had this play called In 3 Days, where it's a black actor and a Jewish friend, and the black actor only has 3 days to live. So the questions center around, what would you do if you only had 3 days to live? Would you go and apologize?
A lot of people thinking right about now.
All the people you've heard, or would you go and want to smack a couple of people before that time is up? So I said, wow.
Yeah.
And so my wife and I, about 2 years ago, flew down to actually see a production of it. And it was really, it dealt with a lot of issues surrounding our community.
Yeah.
That's one of the issues today that we have in all walks of the arts. If we see a work, the first thing we do is look at it, well, it doesn't deal with our issues. Well, this play had some similarities to one of the plays that I wrote, where when you have a gathering, the family reunion, the funeral, whatever, we all have that one uncle or that one aunt that you want to keep locked up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
So it has some of those issues that you can deal with. And in that topic, what would you do if you only had 3 days to live?
Yeah. Wow. So it's coming for 3 days.
Yeah.
Where's it going to be?
It's going to be playing for 3 days, April 6, 7, that's a Friday and a Saturday at 8 p.m. show. And on Sunday, April 8, 4 p.m. show. It's going to be playing at the legendary Black Spectrum Theater in Queens.
Yeah.
And
Roy Wilkins Park.
Roy Wilkins Park. And ironically, Black Spectrum is celebrating its 40th season this year also. So we really want everybody to come out there, you know, and really support this show. The director of this play grew up in the Bronx. He now lives in Atlanta. This entire cast is coming from Atlanta.
A lot of great work comes out of the Bronx, I tell you.
Yeah, he grew up, so I was hoping that we would get a really big, you know, support from the Bronx, being that it's one of the Bronx own. You know, he's down in Atlanta now. He's coming home for the first time to, you know, first time directing a show here on the New York stage. So big shout out to the Bronx. Come out and see him.
There you go. All right, give us all the details once again. It's you'll be here for 3 days.
Yes.
In 3 days, we'll be here for 3 days on the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
That's correct.
And Sunday is going to be at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. show. The other shows are 8. And you can get the tickets online. You can go to blackspectrum.com website, and all the tickets you can reserve there online, and or you know, get them in advance. Otherwise, it's a little more if you pay at the door.
Black Spectrum Theater, Roy Wilkins Park in Queens off of Merrick Boulevard. Yeah. All right. So, wow, now I know. I know what you're doing on the side.
Yeah,
You're not only an educator, but
well, I have my
plays.
own company. I had a company when I was an undergrad, and called the Hudson Repertory Theater. We did 4 shows in repertory, and I wanted to expand to the professional, so I created a company, a production company specifically for theater called Poor Penny Productions, because I was as poor as a penny when I created the company.
Can't get no lower than the penny.
No lower. And so now I have, in 2013, I created New Style Entertainment.
Yeah.
And for the sole purpose of being able to create a platform for independent artists to showcase their work, provide some employment for them, and then also create original works at an affordable price.
There you go.
So I've been doing this for a long time.
All right, I'm going to give you a camera that you can use to reach out. This is my friend, my pet camera.
Okay.
I pet it every now and then, and it's very friendly. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, again, the show is called In 3 Days, and it's playing at Roy Wilkins Park, Black Spectrum Theater, for only 3 days. April 6th, 7th, 8 p.m. show. April 8th, 4 p.m. matinee. So please come on out and support this show. We can really use your support. If this show goes well, it gives us an opportunity to do more shows. So thanks, and I hope to see everybody out there, including Dr. Bob.
And one of the producers is right from the hometown Bronx.
Oh, all right. All right. Big shout out to the Bronx, especially for having me coming all the way up here in this bad weather. But I would have wore a banana suit if it would help sell tickets.
It's so good. Where can we go for more information?
You can go to blackspectrum.com, or you can go to my website, www.newstyleent.com. That's ENT, short for entertainment. Either one of those, all the information is on those websites.
All right, thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having me.
Gregory L. Hudson, producer, In 3 days. For 3 days, it's going to be at the Black Spectrum Theater on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. That's in Roy Wilkins Park, Jamaica, Queens. Thank you very much.
And
Thanks
thank
for coming.
you so much.
And get somebody to film it and bring some pictures back up here so we can show it in the background when we're talking.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
And you need to come out.
All right, yeah. Thank you very much.
You need to come out and see us.
There
Thank you
go.
again so much.
Hold on 1 second. We're going to take a quick break right here, but guess what? Bobby C is back. Bobby C's Sports coming up next right here.